Hey guys, it's Meredith with Pop Vintage and Home. I have a small tag sale haul to share with you today. My neighbors had a tag sale yesterday, and my daughter saw them setting up with tables out front, and they always have good stuff at their tag sales. My neighbor, she's an artist, and she hosts like artist retreats at her home here in Vermont. And she's done it for years. And so she had a ton of craft supplies, including supplies for paper crafts and sewing supplies, including lots of vintage sewing notions. So it was awesome. And she also has a wonderful sense of style. It's very kind of, I don't know, cottagecore, French provincial, kind of artsy, eclectic. Like, I love her style. She's a collector, she's an antiquer, she's a thrifter, she's all of the things that we love. So they had some really cool antique furniture out there as well. Now, being my neighbor, she was so kind as to give me all of this stuff for free. She said she's just got tons of it. So without further ado, I'll show you what I picked out. And I could have picked out a lot more, but I didn't want to be greedy because she was giving me the stuff for free, and also my son was with me, and it was hot out and sunny, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want him to start getting annoyed. So she had a bunch of old books. I only got this one because I've never seen this one before. Betty Crocker's Hostess book, featuring more than 400 guest-tested recipes. And I got it because I just loved the cover. Look at this classic mid-century cover with this classic mid-century home. So I picked this up. This was the only book I got because I just don't have space for any more books, unfortunately. So we'll take a quick look through this. So pretty. Oh, looks like she did some cutting from this, which is funny. Oh yes, it looks like she did quite a bit of cutting from this. There's still plenty left to use. I'll just take a quick peek through some of the pages and pictures. And you know what? Let me see if I can find a copyright in here. I'm curious. I bet the copyright page got ripped out and used. Oh, but look at that. Oh, well. The next item I picked up, this is really neat. This is a physician's ledger, and you can see it's from 1955. And fortunately, there's no personal health information in here. But I believe there are some names, but you can barely read them. They're just last names and just the amount folks paid for their visits, which is remarkable. $7, $4, $4. Now, whenever I go to the doctor, the copay alone is $30. So this is really neat. I thought this was cool. And Carrie, if you're watching, I know you are planning at some point to do like a Dr. Dan and Nurse Nancy journal. So I will definitely send you a bunch of pages from this to include. So I thought that was really neat. Okay. Then I got there was a box of stuff So this is all the stuff that came in the box, and it's a lot of beautiful paint chips in really pretty colors. So I grabbed it for the paint chips. There's also sandpaper in here, which I really don't need, but you never know. More paint chips, pretty colors. And then these are really cool. These are postcards. There are some in French, like this, and they're blank on the back. And some in French like this, blank on the back. And then there are some in English like this, blank on the back. So lots of these. Oh, here's another neat one in French. So these will be really fun for journals, really fun for the little cinch bound journals I make, and also really fun to put in Happy Mail. And then there are just some, I'm not sure, I think these are just parchment sheets. And I love the old box. Such a pretty old box. And then I picked out some like one-off ephemera. She had this wonderful Victorian era postcard. So vintage Valentine's Day here to my Valentine. It's so pretty and it's signed. And then let's see, this is vintage sewing ephemera. It's sewing needles, teeny tiny sewing needles. And more vintage sewing ephemera from probably the late 60s or 1970s. The price tag says 36 cents. Lots of sewing needles in here. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. And then I picked out a bunch of vintage greeting cards, and a lot of these are Christmas cards, and I got them to send to folks who celebrate Christmas in Happy Mail. So I have this one and this one. These are so fun. They look like they're from the 1940s. A lot of them. No, this has some damage to it, unfortunately, but we can always work around that. Look at this one. So I'm definitely going to have to get some Happy Mail packs going. Oops. And one last little Christmas card. Okay. And then I picked up this stack of cards. I didn't take a close look at these. I don't know what they are. Let's see, it says disbursements at the top, Victor Systems and Equipment, Remington Rand Office Systems Overnight. I don't know, this must be some kind of accounting card, but I've got a whole stack of them. And again, these will be really fun to put in my little cinch bound journals that I make to function as stash busters. She had a ton of trims and sewing notions and buttons and ephemera. This is what I got. Some white rickrack and some green rickrack. And then the last thing, she had a big plastic bag, and I saw what looked like wallpaper scraps in it. And sure enough, it was filled with beautiful antique and vintage wallpaper. So I will try to carefully open this up. It's so pretty. So pretty. So there's one. And here's another. This is so pretty. They're gorgeous. And it says on the side, it says washable join trim made in the USA. And then let's look at this one. This is pretty too. So pretty. This will make beautiful tags. This says, it's made in the USA, but I can't read what it says here. UWRC of North America. Union made, maybe? Strand made. And then this, oh, it's more of this style. I love this. This is so pretty. This would make such a beautiful cover for a journal. Two more. Let's see. Ooh, this is very French provincial, and it's got some shimmer to it. I don't know if you can see it, but right here, this is very shimmery, shiny. So pretty. And last but not least is this. Just this one small piece, but a beautiful yellow flower. That's what I got at the tag sale. Last week, I also got in the mail something I ordered from Etsy, and I wanted to wait to open it until I had time to do a video. So after probably 5 days since it arrived, I'm finally opening it up. This is some junk journal supplies I ordered from a shop called The Paper Basket. I can't remember the name of the woman who runs the shop. I think it's Kathy, but I could be wrong. I first found her, let me go get a scissor. I first found her on Instagram. Find her on Instagram. Her little videos of the stuff she finds and puts in her shop are so much fun. And she finds the coolest stuff and has just great supplies in her shop. So The Paper Basket is the name of the shop. I'll link it in the description box. And yeah, she just has the most fun stuff. So here she is, Katie. Katie is her name. Katie Doucette, The Paper Basket. And she actually is the one who inspired me to make the small cinch bound kind of stash busting journals. I am trying to do this without ripping this adorable sticker. So here is what I ordered. Oh yeah. I ordered these adorable little vintage playing cards. It's starting to rain here. Oh, I really don't want to rip this bag. That's These are so cute. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 little cards. They're so cute. And then I got these beautiful vintage coasters, a set of 4. Some of them are marked Hallmark. I just love them, they're so pretty. And then I got these vintage Old Maid cards. I have a set of these that were mine from childhood, but they are in rough shape. They're really kind of dirty, but I use them in my personal journals. And let's see, I got a set of 5. So she sent me, and it was a random assortment. I couldn't choose which cards I wanted. So I got Pop Out Paul, Jabber Jane. Yikes. Carrie, this is coming to you for Dr. Dan. Dangerous Dan. Moonshot Martha. I love her. I have her in my vintage space journal. And Dr. Donald. There we go. Another one for you, Carrie. And then lastly, I got some little sheets of vintage gift wrap. Oh my God. Wow, my daughter is being really loud. Okay, so let's see what we got. This again was I think a random assortment. This is so great. Look at those colors. Oh my God. I love these. Patchwork puppies. This is pretty. Aw, bridal shower. Baby shower. This is so cute. This looks 1980s. Interesting. Here's one that's slightly embossed. Oh, I love this. The roses, so pretty. Here's an 80s peach. I love this. Another 80s. This is so cute. Oh my God. And I love this one. Very 60s, late 60s. And this one is very 70s. This is quite a lot. Many sheets of paper here. Small pieces, but a lot of them. I love this one too. This looks so old. And I love this green. I've seen this in some of Diane Hubert's journals, and I think also maybe some of Meg from Chasing Retro's journals. I love this, the lime green shower paper. Some 80s rainbows. Oh, I love this with the cats and the flowers. 80s rainbow. Baby shower. This is very 60s. This looks very 80s. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's awesome. I have never seen anything like that before. It would be perfect for a My Fair Lady journal. And that's it. So that is my fun haul for the day. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.